Hey, I just wanted to tell you my amazing idea. Now that he's gone, I think it would be best if I inherited the mansion.
I'm sorry, but what? Who is this?
Oh, sorry. I guess you didn't know that I got your number. Anyway, nice to meet you, Isla. I'm Susie, Tobias's wife. Well, common law wife. We didn't get married before he had the accident. But you should know that since you're just his wife in name only, he loved me more than he loved you.
Oh, it's you. Well, you're actually the third person to come forward.
Third person? What do you mean by that?
You're the third person to contact me and say the same thing since Toby's accident.
Oh, really? Well, you can ignore everyone else and let me have it. I'm also going to take over as the sole proprietor of his estate. But I guess it doesn't matter what you decide, 'cause I came here solely for the purpose of moving into this house, so it's mine now.
This house? Don't tell me that you're there right now.
I'm chilling in the living room now as we speak. Getting in here took quite a lot of energy, so I'm taking a well-deserved little break.
How on earth did you get in? I locked all the doors before I left the house today.
Oh, that's easy. Tobias gave me a copy of the key.
What? How could he do that?
No need to fuss over the details. All you need to know is that I moved in here today. It's mine now, so don't bother coming back.
What? You can't do that. That's my house. You can't have it and you can't stay there.
Oh, come on. We both know that you're not fooling anyone with that lie.
Doesn't matter if you believe me or not. I'm going to call the police.
Go ahead, but they won't be able to do anything because I have a copy of Tobias's will.
You do?
Yes, and in it says after his death, I get the mansion. I get everything that belongs to him.
There is no way that it says that.
Well, it does, so you need to get out of my house right away. Oh, wait. You're already out. Thanks for not being here when I moved in. Saved me a lot of trouble of having to kick you out physically.
The will that you have isn't valid.
What? Of course it is.
It isn't. I'm the one that bought the house. It's my property and it was never Toby's to give away in the first place.
Oh? Is that how you tricked all the other women who came to you?
No, it isn't an excuse or a trick. It's the truth. Tobias didn't even spend 1 penny when I bought the house.
That might have worked on the other dumb woman, but not me. I won't give up that easily. Besides, I know that Tobias had a lot of money saved up. He told me that he paid for the house in cash.
That was the line he used to trick women into liking him.
I know you're just trying to throw me off, but I won't be moved that easily. You've met your match in me, you ugly witch.
God, you're so rude.
Just calling it like it is. If you want to blame someone, blame your parents for having such a hideous daughter that couldn't satisfy her husband. You don't deserve to live in that house anyway. The fact that you even lived there brings the value of it down.
You better watch what you say to me.
Or what? What are you going to do? Even though we're both the same age, you've really let yourself go. I don't blame Tobias at all for cheating on you. I bet everyone who's ever seen you would say the same thing. Tobias was right to cheat on you.
You've never even met me, so you can't even say anything.
That's what you think, but I saw you come out of the house.
So you're admitting to stalking me?
You're ugly, and you're stupid. I wasn't stalking you. I was just waiting for my time to strike. I have better things to do than waste my time worrying about your insignificant life.
You sound completely unhinged.
You can call me that if that's what makes you feel better, but it doesn't change the fact that the house looks better with me in it than you.
Well, enjoy your time in it while it lasts. The police are on their way and they will be there soon. They're going to arrest you for trespassing and breaking and entering.
You really called them?
I did, just like I said I would. So if you don't want to be arrested, then you should get out of there before they arrive.
Fine. I'll leave this time, but don't think you've won. I'll be back soon. This mansion's going to be mine, and I won't rest until it is.
My husband, Toby, died suddenly from a terrible car accident. His passing is already a big ordeal for me, but now I also have to deal with all the messages from people who want our house. Everything has been completely exhausting. So far, the women who have come forward with these claims believed me when I said that the house was mine and have since left me alone. But this Susie person has been particularly stubborn. She even managed to let herself into my house. When the police arrived, Susie wasn't there. I know I shouldn't waste time dealing with someone like her, but a part of me wants to know what my husband did while he was still alive. When we thought about growing our family, Toby and I decided to build a bigger house for ourselves, but I was the one that paid for everything. Now that he's gone, the place is just too big for just me to live in. When Susie said that she had the key, it made me feel super uneasy, that I can't even sleep at night. I moved into a hotel for a while to calm myself down, but then something shocking and unexpected was waiting for me.
I have a copy of Tobias's bank statement.
What? How did you get that?
It was easy. As his wife, I deserve to have a copy.
Wait, did you take it when you were at the house yesterday?
Of course I did. How else was I able to get it? Tobias can't give it to me now. Man, you ask the stupidest questions.
That's basically stealing personal information. You should know that what you did is a crime.
Oh, I'm so scared. Why don't you call the police like you did yesterday?
I think I will, actually.
You don't even know where I am or even my full name, so what are you going to tell them? You can't even give them a description of what I look like. They might just end up charging you for wasting their precious time. That would be so funny. I would pay money to see that.
I am going to hire a detective to find out who you are. It's going to be easy for them to find out who you are.
You like to talk a lot of crap. Don't do something stupid like that. Stop wasting people's time. It's just going to be embarrassing for you in the end.
What do you mean by that?
I told you. I have a copy of Tobias's will. That means that the mansion and the money are going to be mine in the end, no matter what. Whatever you do to try and change that will be futile and pointless.
I already told you that the house will never be yours.
And I told you that I'm getting that house no matter what.
You really want to live in that house?
Yes, of course. It's beautiful.
I'm tired of fighting you over the same thing over and over again.
Sounds like I'm about to win. The gods of victory are smiling down on me today. We can keep this going as long as you want, but it won't change the outcome.
That's true. Fine. You can stay there if you want.
I'm glad that you finally came to your senses. You lost and I won.
I won't be able to do it myself, so I'm going to let a professional take a look at all the documents. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, that would be better, thank you.
You're welcome.
By the way, this isn't the only bank account he has, right? This statement isn't everything, right? Could you give me the rest of his money too?
If you want, I can give up all my rights to inherit Tobias's assets. You can be the head of his estate.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I am. I'll give you all of Tobias's assets and everything that he has.
That would be so amazing. Thank you. But I have to ask, what's with the sudden change of heart?
I've lost all energy to fight you for it.
Oh, how sad that is for you, but how lucky that is for me.
I'm going to hire a third party to deal with the transfer, but I'm going to need some information from you, so please tell me your address.
Yeah, okay, no problem. 365 Applewood Lane.
Near the bowling alley?
That's right.
Thanks. I'll contact you again when I have everything ready.
No, thank you. The faster the better.
But it might take a little time to get everything ready.
Yeah, that's fine. I should probably go on a vacation while you get everything ready.
Sure. Thanks for taking over Tobias's estate. It was giving me a lot of stress.
You must have hit your head somewhere to say something like that.
No, I'm just tired. I don't want to deal with you anymore.
Well, That's what happens when you try to fight me. Either way, I'll gladly take it. You should have just handed it over the first time I asked. Serves you right. Thanks for contacting me. I was able to get out of the lease for my apartment earlier than I thought, so I'm going to start moving my things into the house now.
Did you sign all the paperwork already?
Of course I did. I signed all the papers as soon as I got them. I bet the ink hasn't even dried yet.
Did you listen to what my lawyer told you?
It was too long and boring, so I just sat there and nodded. But in reality, I had my earbuds in and I was listening to music. Then when his mouth stopped moving, I signed the papers.
Is that so?
I was so glad that he didn't stick around after I signed the papers.
I see. Well, I'm already finished moving out, so you can move in whenever you want.
Oh, are you scared of me now?
I am scared because I don't know what you're going to do next. You're very unpredictable.
You stood between me and what I wanted. That's all. Don't take it too personally, but I do hope that it was a lesson learned on your part. Don't ever try to get in my way again. I'm not going to let you ruin my mood. I'm so happy that the mansion is finally mine. This is the best day ever.
Well, actually, the house isn't and won't ever be yours.
What do you mean?
I told you, it was never Toby's house to give away. It was mine. But since you had your heart so set on it, I decided I would rent it to you.
What?
The papers that you signed weren't the deed to the house. It was a rental agreement.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. That's what the papers were. I'm pretty sure my lawyer gave you a copy. You can read it yourself.
No way! This can't be happening!
If you had read over the papers, or even listened to what my lawyer was saying, you would have realized what was going on before you signed. Reading before signing a contract is the first rule of business.
Why didn't you tell me?
The lawyer did tell you. I just told you that.
So it really is your house? That wasn't just a lie to get me off your case?
That's right. I've been nothing but truthful this whole time.
Then the will I have isn't worth anything?
Right you are again. You're on a roll. Good for you.
Stop mocking me. This isn't funny.
I'm serious here. The rent is going to cost you, but you'll probably be able to start living there from today, just like you wanted.
What the hell is this? Brokerage fees? I thought that was the amount that I was going to inherit.
No, that's not what you were going to get. If you read it, you would have known that.
On top of that, I have to pay $10,000 a month to live there? That's too expensive.
You should have listened to what my lawyer was saying. I guess you learned another valuable lesson today.
I'm canceling the contract right now.
When you want to break the rental agreement, you need to give at least 3 months' notice. That's also written in the rental agreement contract. Whether you live there or not, you're still obligated to pay 3 months of rent. 3 times $10,000 is $30,000. By the way, rent doesn't include utilities. You're responsible for that yourself. That's on page 3, paragraph 7 under the renter's responsibilities.
Fine. I'm at the bank now. I'll pay it all off using the money that's in Tobias's bank account.
How will you do that?
Tobias's bank statement says he has $500,000.
Oh, that. You won't be able to use his money to cover it.
Why not? Don't tell me you froze his bank account out of spite.
You'll be glad to hear that I didn't do that.
Then why can't I use the money?
You're at the bank already. Why don't you see what happens when you try to access the money?
I will. Wait. $2.74? That's all he has in there?
That sounds about right. As soon as we got married, we set up that bank account and made it our rainy day fund. But Toby just spent all the money I put in there on frivolous things. He used all of it behind my back. He probably spent it on women like you.
Why didn't you tell me that? You should have told me that sooner.
Even if I did tell you, would you have believed me without finding it out yourself?
Yeah, that might be true. But still, I should have checked the bank account as soon as I was able to instead of just waiting.
Same here. I thought you would have found out by now.
I was waiting until it was time to move to use that money. But it's okay. There are still others.
Oh, Toby's assets, you mean?
That's right. You said that I could have them.
Yeah, his estate and everything is all yours. While I have your attention, there's something I want to talk to you about. You said that Tobias and you were in a common law relationship and you refer to yourself as his wife?
That's right. I was more his wife than you have ever been.
You do know that common law doesn't apply to people who are still married, right?
What? It doesn't?
Yeah, you're not entitled to anything unless Tobias specifically named you in the will.
He did do that. In the copy that I have, he left me all his assets.
You would be entitled to that if the will that you had was real, but it isn't.
You say that, but how do you know?
Well, the first thing is that it's just a typed-up document. Secondly, it's not even notarized or dated. It doesn't even have the signature of 2 witnesses. Tobias probably just typed that up one night just to please you. He probably knew full well that it wasn't legally binding.
But he assured me that it was the real deal.
I don't doubt that he did. He told you what you wanted to hear. And you believed him because that piece of paper was all you wanted, and you didn't care about the details.
So he tricked me?
He sure did. Also, I would stop saying out loud that you were his common law wife if I were you.
Why not?
Because we don't live in Utah. Polygamy is illegal.
I didn't know that. The only reason I claimed to be his wife is because I wanted in on his inheritance. He owes me that much for being with him.
Well, you don't have to claim to be his wife to get his estate. You could have just asked. I was very happy to sign it over to you. That's the other document my lawyer gave you.
Oh, finally, things are looking up.
I'll say, I'm so glad you took it off my hands. I don't need his burdens and his debts.
What? Burdens and debt?
Toby was never good with money. He was in a lot of debt. He was hooked on shopping and gambling. It's going to be very hard for you to repay everything.
Wait a second. I'm responsible for his debts? I didn't know that he had money problems.
You sure are. You're in charge of his estate now.
That's not what I signed up for.
It might not be what you wanted, but you certainly signed up for it. My lawyer explained that to you earlier before you signed.
You tricked me. You and Tobias conspired against me.
I didn't trick you. How was I supposed to know that you would just sign all the documents without even listening to the lawyer? I thought you would see how ridiculous your position was and leave me alone after the lawyer explained everything. I never even dreamed I would be so lucky that you would actually take it. Again, I am very thankful for that, even though it has been quite an ordeal.
Stop making fun of me. This isn't fair. If you know how much he owes, you better tell me now.
It should be on the document, but the last time I checked, it was about $580,000. But the number grows every day with the interest.
Oh my God. I don't have that much money. That's more money than I'll ever see in my life.
You're going to have to find a way because, unfortunately, the debt wasn't accrued through normal institutions. I don't think they much care about the legalities in getting the money back.
But I just can't. I just left my apartment. Now I need to pay for rent of that stupid big house, and it isn't even furnished. I threw away all my old furniture because I thought I would be able to buy new ones with the money.
Wow, I guess that's why they say don't count your chickens until they've hatched.
I have my own debts too, you know.
Of course you do.
I thought I would be able to pay them off with Tobias's money. I even added to the debt by going on that trip. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
That really sucks for you. You should have thought everything through more carefully.
What should I do?
Don't look at me. It's your mess. Do I have to remind you that you broke into my house and stole those bank statements from me?
I didn't break in. I had a key.
Even if you did have the key, you entered without my permission. It still counts as trespassing.
But I gained nothing from it. He only had $2.74 in his bank account.
That doesn't matter. Just because you didn't benefit doesn't decriminalize what you did. Should not have taken it off the property. That is called theft. Even an elementary school student could understand that.
Okay, then I'll apologize. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry for what I did. I'm sorry I entered your house without your permission, and I deeply regret taking that paper. Can you please find it in your heart to forgive me?
Sure, I forgive you. But the apology is a little late. I already submitted a complaint to the police.
It's not too late. You can withdraw it. Please do that for me.
Sorry, but I can't. I think they're already on their way since I gave them your address as well.
How can you be so cruel? I can't be in debt and go to jail. You're killing me twice already.
All I can do is pray that you'll be able to come out of this a changed person.
Wait, you own the house, right?
Yeah, I said that already. What about it?
You said that you put money into Tobias's account.
You're just repeating what I said. I don't see your point.
That means you must be loaded.
Well, I guess I would say that I do pretty well for myself. Sure.
You really are amazing for a really plain-looking person. But that is my point. You're able to lend me money without interest.
What? You want me to lend you money even though you've been horrible to me? You even just insulted my looks.
Sorry, I didn't mean it. It just sort of slipped out. It won't happen again, I swear.
Slipped out? In text? No, I think that was intentional. Anyway, no, I won't be lending you any money. You're not exactly trustworthy. I don't think it would be a good investment.
Can't you just give me a break? You have enough money. You let Tobias just blow through it anyway. I don't see why you can't cut me the same slack.
I'm not here to negotiate with you.
Okay, I can't negotiate, but please have mercy on me. I'm sorry for everything.
You think that an apology is good enough?
I'm a victim here, too. I was tricked by Tobias, and you've thoroughly humiliated me and taught me a lesson, so please just ease up on me. Take back the police report, or let me out of the lease, or lend me the money for the debt. Anything.
I said that this isn't up for negotiation. You're still not listening. You willingly fell for the lies, and you wouldn't listen when I tried to tell you the truth, so don't start acting like the victim now.
I know, but it was worth a try. I'm willing to do anything at this point.
Anything but pay for your crimes?
The punishment here does not fit the crime. I might deserve some of it, but this is too steep. Please take pity on me. At least don't let me go to jail.
It's out of my hands. Save your breath for the judge and jury. Remember, you came after me. You didn't listen properly. I hope you remember this lesson for the rest of your life.
I have learnt my lesson. I'm changed. Please, save me. You win. You're right. You've always been right. I lost. I did something bad. It was all my fault. Please, help.
Looks like the gods of victory are smiling on me today and not you. Goodbye. Susie was soon arrested for theft and trespassing. She was held in jail for a while, but she was let out on bail. I don't know how she got the money to do it, but it just contributed to her debts. Now she has to pay her bail money and Toby's debts. My lawyer told me that the rental agreement wasn't really enforceable since I had no reason to believe she could actually pay any of what I asked for. I'm okay with that because it was never about the money for me. I just wanted her to realize how wrong she was, and this was the only way she would know. Besides, she still got the massive debt to deal with, and the amount keeps going up with incurring interest. She can't afford to have any time off, so she works all 7 days a week, doing whatever she can to make money. As for me, I bought a new condo with strong security features. I finally feel safe living on my own again. The view isn't bad either. I feel so free. Free of that house and the bad memories, and free of my cheating husband. God rest his soul. I'm at peace with the way my life has turned out, and that is worth more than any money can get me. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos.